just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So up next, Jeffrey De La Rosa. Now snap throw to first.
He's good.
And he's back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And now the lefty. Runner takes off. There's the ball. Saved at second, and that was not close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Leads on base to start the game and puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's one Soto. And that one is in the dirt. And it's 2-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Pitch misses. Now 3-1. Kicks and fires. In the air out towards right center. Hampson sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Take a look at the lineup. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Jeffrey De La Rosa.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
The lefty fires.
Two balls, one strike.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
2 runs across in the inning here in the second game of the series. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. The line to kick the pitch. In the air, foul off first. Drifts towards it. Nabs it. 2 down.
That is fifth. The first baseman, Roman Anthony.
Here's a big power threat. Roman Anthony. Red Sox leading it by 2, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
Nope,
next pitch
outside.
is outside.
Ball
Chase
3. That
time.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swung out, belted. That one back. Oh. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during the streak.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Hey.
Count 1 and 2 after the swing in the
One
miss.
ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And a 1-2. Down on strikes. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, James Karinchak. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Here's Garrett Hampson. And he drops it down the third baseline.
Nope. Foul ball.
And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. And he deals. Connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch it.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's Trevor Story. Next offered in there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at that part of the plate.
Yeah, Bert, he wasn't feeling it long. It's a tough place to be. It's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Now it's even up.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that one ripped into right. And there's 2 away. And stepping in. For Boston, Cedane Rafaela. There's the ball. Fernando Tatis Jr. getting on deck circle. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a swing and drop. That one back. To right. They boost their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. up next for the Red Sox. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there.
Outside, that's a ball.
Outside, 2-2.
This
is inside. Jeffrey De La Rosa to bat next. 2 outs. On the ground to Devers. Jump throw across his body. And they get the out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. Kicks and deals. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Ruiz collects, fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. You set him up with the high fastball and then carry that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Getting by him for the K.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikes.
Foul and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They're on the short end. Back here in San Diego, on to the 3rd inning. So stepping in for Boston, Jeffrey De La Rosa. Navigating this Boston lineup, it's not easy. This guy played one of the best power-hitting shortstops of the game.
2 balls,
Almost
2
hit him.
strikes.
But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And here it comes. On the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. Tucupita Marcano coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number
Soto
17,
down.
Tucupita Marcano.
Pitch. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
He's going.
Runner on the goal. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field in this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Right side, hard hit. Throw over to Cronenworth, and one away in the top of the 3rd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score.
Up next for the
That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
This to center field, moving under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags for 3rd. He's in to score the sac fly, and the lead is up to 5. And next for the Red Sox. Roman Anthony. All to strike. The pitch. And that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing a high fly ball down the right field line. Tatis pulls it in on the run.
Batting it. The first
Now here's
baseman.
Jake Cronenberg. Down, base is empty. Foul ball. And now it's 1-2. That's in the dirt. That one not close. 3-2. Lifted in the air now the left side. Gonna get there. Base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and it's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And at first, Kevin Kiermaier, the next up for the Padres. Here's a 1-1. That's ball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Ball. Such a cool experience for both teams. For both arcs, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had a chance to play in the London Series with the Red Sox in 2019 and in the Mexico City Series with the Padres in 2023.
3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
That one lifted to left. And that'll do it. Padres lead 1. It's a 5. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Ball 2.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the body took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, that catch shows us just how efficient the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it. And
That's ball
perhaps
2.
he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Strike 2.
I got
Another
3-2.
ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game. And looks like sooner than later, we're going to have to go to the bullpen.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And Story is out. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Lays out, but can't squeeze it. And he did that. That's a hit. Great try. Stepping in for Boston, Cedric Rafael. Missed. Yoshida off the first, the 2 away. That clips the corner.
2-2 to count.
Bounce to the left side. They force out. That's out number 3. And the Red Sox lead 1. They hold a 5-0 lead. Bottom 4, stepping in for San Diego, Garrett Hampson.
The right fielder.
comes a pitch.
That pitch is in.
Inside
Ball
ball
four.
4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Got a great back and forth with that at bat. There are some really close pitches, and somehow they found a way to keep the bat on the shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
The pitch.
Ball inside.
Popped up. Anthony under it. Makes the grab, one down. And now it's Joey Gallo. The 1-1. That one in there across the letters.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Well, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ha-Sung Kim.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on.
3.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat bunch on that one. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 5-2. And there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th.
Number 13.
Darvish. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
The right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis waits. Out towards left center. Kiermaier trying to get there. Looks for the wall for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, a former teammate.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Not even close there. That's ball 2. Hit hard. That gets through. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, dude. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. For a save. Save. He's absolutely showing off the field there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around third. He scores, and they lead by 4. And that back bumps his hitting streak into double digits. He's hit 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Runner at first and 2 away. Roman Anthony now at the plate. Next pitch is outside. 2 outs. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. One run across in the frame so far at the top of the 5th. Darvish checks on the run. Machado back in standing. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second with 2 outs. Now the pitcher comes up to him. Ebert Ruiz. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one almost got him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute, finish your pitch. You leave something out on the plate, it's going to bring us a run.
Righty delivers. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The Red Sox trying to break this one open here in the 2nd game of the series.
Runner! 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Save, double steal.
Pretty close play right there at third, but a textbook head first slide. Reached to the back with his left hand in the outfield side of the base. Just enough to allow him to get that safety.
At the belt, 5. Sharp grounder. That's moved for base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. Field there safely. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. He can really work out there at bat. Got the top of the ball.
Gets the call to the count.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Already 3 runs across in the frame. All Red Sox in this one. Hit hard, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball,
Not the
2
easiest thing
strikes.
when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy to not start an inning, come into an inning with pressure on it, and get yourself comfortable.
The righty deal. In the air to left center. Kiermaier sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. And we're back. Shot with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5. Andrew Bennington. Bounce to the right side. The flip to the pitch recovery. Leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Good two-seam action right there. Running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Inside, just missed. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Isaiah Campbell. He has a great slider with tons of movement. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Right-handed reliever. Cronenworth to take his base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Ball to strike. Swings through that.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. That was just going to have to battle for 2 strikes.
Some high cheese for strike 3. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. And it's from the middle. That one handled in plenty of time. First, that ends the inning. Back here at Petco Park. Top half of inning number 6. Still stepping in for Boston. Seeking Rafael. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe in second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. Right through there for a strike. And it's second.
Ball,
and another
inside.
ball.
Full count.
Chase that time. Ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. The relay to third.
Man, that was a pretty good battle to play. I can tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter to drive down a hit like that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got down through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now here is Jeffrey De La Rosa. Base hit, and a run comes in. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. It's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball.
That is absolutely belted. He hammers one out to right. Home run number 20 on the year, and they add to their lead. It's 12-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Brew. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. He really hooked that thing down and out.
He puts it now. Adrian Moore home.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They go back to back. And they add on. It's 13-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Right. They're just absolutely
1 ball,
112
2
miles
strikes.
per hour on the exit velo. And like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well. And that carried way over the wall.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Fakes the catch. It was 1 ball.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Out to short, Kim. The first.
Got him.
I heard you talk about how the ball was coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Here's Trevor Story now. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. The top half of the 6th. Now this is in the air down in line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. On to the bottom of inning number 6. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Garrett Hampson. And the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And a pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 1 up, 1 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Stepping in for San Diego, Tucupita Marcano. And a pitch. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on it for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's Joey Gallo. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1
Love
ball,
to see it.
2 strikes.
Power versus power right there.
That one misses. It's 2-2. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Handcuffed in with that slider. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And we're back. And now the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Pitch. Big swing and a miss. Double barreled action in the bullpen. Daniel De Los Santos getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Patino getting cranked up as well. And down on strikes he goes. Now 1 away. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. Kicks and fires. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. That one missing inside. Rafaela, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Catches the outside corner. 3-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
He's going. Runner on the move, and that's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
First and second, 1 out. Jeffrey De La Rosa up next for the Red Sox. Two on, 1 out. Ball for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
The shortstop takes the ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Double steal. Foul ball, he stays alive. Two on the way.
3-2.
Save. Double steal.
That stolen base right there was all about the jump off the pitcher. He got a nice lead, timed him up perfectly, and was off to the races as soon as that pitcher went home. That's how you want to do it. That excites the entire team with their dugout.
Fouled off again. Remains 3-2. In the air, right field. Hansen pulls it down. Both runners tagging from second to third. He scores on the sac fly, and the lead continues to grow.
Damage with every swing he takes.
2 outs. Lifted in the air, out to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. So a run on 1 hit. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. And swinging.
Man, what a luxury as a pitcher to be able to hold a triple-digit fastball in your back pocket, not show it at all during an at-bat. Hitter's got no chance when you break it out. And he just reaches back and just absolutely blows smoke by the opponent. He's got to feel good out there on the mound, and you're probably baffled at the plate.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 1 down, base is empty. And he'll do it again. right-hander deals. That one down the line, and foul ball. Bases empty, one away. We're the bottom of the seventh. Breaks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit, and he just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. The Red Sox up big in this one, and we're at the top of the eighth. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The wind and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Hebert Ruiz up next for the Red Sox. Well, in their winless game, this guy came up with 2 home runs. Obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Down, nobody on. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Jose Lopez.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific answer. Here's Kiermaier now. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Ruiz makes the grab for the second out. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. And a foul ball. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Stays alive. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the second baseman, Trevor Story. Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida.
That's a
And
ball.
another ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
2 balls,
It
2
might be
strikes.
time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch
1 ball,
like that, you
2
cannot
strikes.
miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back here in San Diego, last chance for the home team. So digging in now for San Diego, Garrett Hampson.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Now a slow roller to second. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
Now it's going to be Tucupita Marcano. Soto grabs it on the run.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Joey
He's
Gallo.
2 outs away. Next is the designated hitter, Joey Gallo. And a 1-2.
Ball
That
2.
one missed. The Red Sox up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swung and a drive, deep right field. Tatis going back. It's a ball. It's 14-4.
You knew what pitch you wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here is Luis Campusano on the ground,
Foul.
and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty.
3-2.
Another ball. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Ruiz puts it away for the out. Yeah, there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work with the next hitter, and a tough one at that. Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, why stay up the middle? That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark, a little late, opposite field knock.
Lopez is just 1 strike away. Good job to fight that one off. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 outs.
Nope,
Inside
that's
ball
inside.
4.
Ball
It
4.
wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Andrew Benintendi steps up.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. Runners if you are the offensive side.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, just another big win today, and everyone is jumping on board behind this ball. They're playing so well, they're packing the stands, and it's just an exciting brand of baseball. We'll see how far it goes, but right now, no one thinks it's going to end anytime soon.